One of the worst criminals, in my opinion, is T.J. Lane. He had a chance in life, but he fucked it all up. From being a good person to one of the worst criminals out there.
So did you plead guilty to it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Plead guilty. You want to plead guilty to the 3 aggravated murder charges, the 3 firearm specifications.
Yes, Your Honor.
When he was born, his parents were on a drug addiction. On February 27, 2012, T.J. Lane packed a gun in his backpack. Later, T.J. Lane didn't shoot one person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, but 6 people. T.J. Lane was later sent to court on March 1, 2012.
To address some of the media issues that are still unresolved, we will conduct that hearing at that time. This is the initial hearing in the matter of TML 3-12JD 102. Present in the court today is the juvenile Thomas Michael Lane III, represented by attorneys Robert Farinacci, Mark Lavelle, and Teresa Tolson. Also present in the court today are the legal guardians Carol Nolan and Jack Nolan. Representing the state here today, our counsel Nick Burling and Mac Greenwald. Also present is the Police Chief City of Chardon, Chief McKenna, and our Sheriff and Dan McClellan, and from the court's probation department, Michelle Schroeder. First thing the court's going to do here is ask Mr. Farinacci to introduce his new co-counsel. Mr. Farinacci.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'd like to introduce co-counsel Teresa Tolson and Mark Lavelle.
Attorney Teresa Tolson, I'm from Boise, Ohio, and I'm the county attorney. I am his attorney now
Your Honor, good afternoon. My name is Mark Lavelle. I have a practice in Mahoning County as well. I came at the request of Mr. Farinacci to assist in this defense. I'm a criminal defense lawyer by trade. I've handled many cases from juvenile up through capital cases.
Thank you very much, counsel. The purpose of an initial hearing is to inform the juvenile of the nature of the charges, to review with him his rights in the judicial process, and to briefly review the possible consequences, which in this case include the potential for Juvenile Rule 30 bind-over hearing or probable cause hearing in lieu of the fact that the prosecutor, David Joyce, on March 1st, 2012, filed a motion for the relinquishment of jurisdiction of this court.
Like Thomas Lane 3 is fucked up. He went to court again on June 8th, 2012.
We need to get 2 notices served on everybody before we leave.
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
So that you can plead guilty today.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's one of the first times we hear the voice of T.J. Lane as he pleads guilty to the murders of 3 of his classmates. One of the survivors, Nick Walczak, sat in a wheelchair in the back of the courtroom for today's hearing. Good evening, I'm Danita Harris.
And I'm Lee Jordan. Last October, Lane originally entered a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, but today he changed his answer as part of a plea deal that Chief Investigator Ron Regan first learned about last week.
Well, today's guilty plea was a painful reminder of what happened a year ago. It was painful for families and for victims, like the young man who showed up in the courtroom in a wheelchair, the young man who was shot by T.J. Lane. Relying on a wheelchair, 18-year-old Nick Walczak continues rehabilitation from his own gunshot wounds a year ago. When T.J. Lane entered the courtroom, Lane never glanced in Walczak's direction, appearing expressionless as Judge David Fury accepted Lane's guilty plea.
You understand that you're pleading guilty. You want to plead guilty to the 3 aggravated murder charges, the 3 firearm specifications.
Yes, Your Honor.
The
Same pull the trigger that you was done, how it masturbates to memory. Fuck all of you.
Wearing the word killer on his shirt flipped off the cops and laughed and smirked and mocked the family.
Nick is a very kind and loving. Why would you want to hurt him? You don't know kind. You're evil. I will have to eventually forgive you. Otherwise, you will haunt me. You will never, ever be in my thoughts after this. Never.
He was sentenced to life without parole.
I will miss Demetrius, and I have enough memories to last me a lifetime. That child stole my baby's life, and he should never be able to do this to anyone ever again. Thank you.
I hate you for the pain you have caused, Nick. You chased him down the hall and fired the last bullet that paralyzed him. You're lucky I have to read this because I'd be staring at you the whole time. Why? Why did you do it? Why? Nick is a very kind and loving. Why would you want to hurt him? You don't know kind. You're evil. I will have to eventually forgive you. Otherwise, you will haunt me. You will never, ever be in my thoughts after this. Never. My family will move on, not you. You have ruined your life, not to mention Adam's. He even gave you a ride. Nick even gave you a ride from
To us, the defendant no longer has a name. To us, he is the shooter who stole my loving brother Russell away from us. He's the evil, disgusting animal that took a gun into a place that is supposed to be safe and murdered 3 amazing, handsome, funny, smart boys who were loved by so many people. He's the monster that injured 3 others and hurt thousands more with his actions. Your Honor, the defendant, the shooter, took so much away from so many people. I strongly feel that he deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison without any option of parole. No one should be able to take the lives of 3 young men who were doing what they were supposed to and get a second chance. Also, I would like to mention one last thing. A few weeks prior to the shooting, Russell told one of his close friends that he wanted to start hanging out with the shooter again. He told his friend that they used to be friends and he grew apart over the years. I hope that is something the shooter will never forget. He wanted to be his friend. He felt sorry for him. Thank you.
You murdered my son, Danny. You are a killer. You're a pathetic excuse for a human being. In fact, you're not even a human being. You don't deserve to be called human. You're a monster and will forever be titled a triple murderer. I have many more words I wish I could say that would express my pure disgust and hatred for you. But unlike you, as we've seen today, I obey the law. That's why I'm standing here, a free person, something you will never be. I hope you have a cold, rough, unkind, harsh prison life with monsters like yourself. I want you to endure years and years of pain and abuse, which is, in my opinion, not harsh enough. If I had my choice, you would die an extremely slow, torturous death. You don't deserve to take another breath while my 16-year-old son Danny lies in the cold ground because of your disgusting, selfish, and cowardly actions. You need to spend the rest of your life in prison with monsters like yourself. You're a weak, pathetic, vile coward.
This later happened. He is a disgusting human being and should burn in hell and shouldn't be allowed out of prison. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, or you can always change your mind later. Bye everyone.